They're not captured by Hollywood's spell. They're not trapped in its vortex of secrets. But some say Jay-Z and Beyoncé are the ones spinning that vortex. It sounds outrageous, but what if the world's biggest power couple has kept their throne by silencing rivals, blackballing careers, and even sacrificing the people closest to them? Stay with us because today we're breaking down the shocking stories of 8 celebrities who allegedly paid the price for standing in Jay-Z and Beyoncé's way. From secret lists to career-ending betrayals, this is the side of the Carters you were never meant to see. Let's get into it. This firestorm didn't start out of nowhere. It exploded when comedians like Katt Williams and podcasters like Joe Rogan started calling out Hollywood's dirtiest secrets. They claim Jay-Z doesn't just rule the charts, he pulls strings behind the scenes. And now, thanks to Diddy's rumored blacklist, the conspiracy is bigger than ever. That list supposedly exposes celebrities who were there when Diddy did his darkest deeds. And guess whose names keep popping up? Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Insiders say this isn't just tabloid gossip. It's a bombshell that could destroy reputations, kill billion-dollar brands, and maybe even land hip-hop royalty behind bars. Joe Rogan dropped hints. Jaguar Wright is talking. Artists who were once silent are suddenly ready to burn bridges. If these rumors are true, it could explain why Hollywood's biggest names are suddenly selling mansions, skipping town, and lawyering up. Before Jay-Z was the billionaire king of hip-hop, he had a partner in crime, Dame Dash. Together they built Rockefeller from scratch and turned it into a cultural empire. Back then, Dame was unstoppable: luxury mansions, million-dollar clothing lines, blockbuster movies, and a squad of artists that included Kanye West and Cameron. But the higher Jay-Z climbed, the quicker Dame Dash got shoved out. According to insiders, Jay froze Dame out of major deals: Rocawear, Def Jam, multi-million-dollar partnerships. When Dame tried to spend $3 million on a single ad with Kevin Bacon and Naomi Campbell, Jay shut it down. The final blow? A secret dinner on Christmas Eve. Jay told Dame they were selling Rockefeller to Def Jam, but only Jay would become president. Worse, the artist had to choose: stick with Jay-Z or gamble on Dame's new label. Most stayed with Jay, including Kanye. Dame was left holding scraps. Within a few years, Dame Dash went from mansions and Maybachs to foreclosures and lawsuits. By 2009, the man who once had $50 million to his name was dead broke, while Jay-Z inked a $150 million deal with Live Nation and married Beyoncé. Some call it business. Others call it betrayal. Kelly and Jay-Z were once so tight they dropped an entire album together, the best of both worlds. They toured, they performed, they made millions. But when the allegations against Kelly exploded, the abuse, the tapes, the hush money, guess who suddenly vanished from his side? Jay-Z cut ties overnight and took the moral high ground, dropping diss tracks, remixing Say Her Name, and acting like he'd never seen it coming. But some insiders say that's not the whole story. Rumors swirl that Jay-Z knew exactly who Kelly really was for years. But instead of calling him out, Jay kept quiet until it threatened his own empire. And when Kelly became too toxic to touch, Jay didn't just walk away, he allegedly helped bury him. Some even say Jay worked with the feds behind the scenes and backed the documentaries that nailed Kelly's coffin shut, just to protect his own spotless image. Fast forward, Kelly's behind bars, claiming he's been poisoned, silenced, overdosed on prison meds. His lawyers scream sabotage. Coincidence? Or did someone powerful make sure the truth about everyone stayed buried with him? She had the voice, the look, the moves, and that breakout single, 2 On, made Tinashe the next big thing in R&B. Everyone thought she was unstoppable. But just as fast as she rose, she vanished. Insiders whisper that Beyoncé's camp didn't like what they saw. A young artist with real talent, real stage presence, and her own lane. A threat to the Queen's throne. So the machine went to work. Radio spins dried up. Streaming playlists turned cold. Major slots, red carpet moments, big endorsements, all pulled back like someone flipped a switch. Tinashe herself said it. She felt suffocated, boxed out by invisible hands who decided who could shine and who couldn't. When she spoke up, it got worse. She hinted at powerful people blocking her moves. Industry gatekeepers who decide which black female artists make it big and which ones disappear. Beyoncé stayed at the top. Tinashe, a name fans still whisper about, wondering what could have been if she hadn't gotten in the way of the Queen. Nicki Minaj isn't just a rapper, she's an empire. The Barbs follow her like an army. She fills arenas. She trends without trying. So why do Beyoncé and Jay-Z keep her at arm's length? Sure, they did, Feeling Myself, together, but after that, crickets. No tour. No real co-sign. Just cold distance. Fans caught on quick. They say Queen Bey's camp didn't want another queen on the stage, especially one who couldn't be controlled. Behind the scenes, rumors swirl that Jay-Z blocked Nicki from big deals, big collabs, and even big shows, just to make sure her crown never outshined Beyoncé's. Nicki's thrown her own shade too, cryptic tweets, deleted posts, even shots at Jay-Z's Super Bowl moves. Some say she knows exactly who's pulling the strings and she's daring them to say her name. In an industry where silence is survival, Nicki talks. That's why they can't control her. And maybe that's why they tried to push her out. Aaliyah's story still haunts the industry, and for good reason. The rising princess of R&B, gone at just 22 in a plane crash that many still question. Here's where it gets dark. Some say Aaliyah's tragic death cleared the path for Beyoncé's solo career to skyrocket. They were young, talented, and often compared. But behind the scenes, whispers say the industry only had room for one queen. Jaguar Wright, Damon Dash, even insiders close to Rockefeller, they've all hinted that Jay-Z had a thing for Aaliyah first. That triangle? It changed everything. And when the plane went down, Beyoncé stepped up. The charts, the movies, the covers, all hers. Was it fate? Or something more sinister? Fans keep asking because Aaliyah's legacy still feels like a ghost that won't stay buried. And then there are the names they don't want you to Google, Ally Carter. Some say she got too close to dangerous truths about the Carters and vanished before her career even started. Debrat? She spoke her mind, refused to bow down, suddenly doors slammed shut. Projects shelved. Endorsements gone. In Jay-Z's world, loyalty comes with a price. And Saigon, the street poet with a message they didn't want out there. He didn't play the game, didn't keep quiet. Next thing you know, blackballed into oblivion. So is it all coincidence? Or does the Carter Empire really protect its crown by any means necessary? One thing's for sure, more voices are speaking up and the shadows keep getting darker. Stay watching. Stay questioning. The truth has a way of coming out, no matter who tries to bury it.